Hello, grüezi, welcome back everyone to another review slash unboxing here in Switzerland. For today I have the Flywoo Firefly 18. This one here is the other brother from the Firefly 16, which I reviewed already. And we're gonna do the unboxing, but before we start the unboxing of the Firefly 18, I'm just gonna show you really briefly what I bought alongside with the purchase of the Firefly 18. My name is KodiaRok and thank you for tuning in. Let's get started. First things first, like on the Firefly 16, I purchased the wide angle lens mod. This is something that Flywoo actually released alongside with the Firefly 16 and 18. And this one here is with the anti-filter pack. So you can actually just pick the wide angle lens mod for the O3, O4 and O4 Pro. Or if you so wish and want an UV filter or anti-filter, you can actually go with this pack here. So you have the wide angle lens and then you have the UV filter, ND8, ND16 and ND32 filter all in one. Let's just see how it looks inside. So we're just gonna open it up. Here you have the microfiber cloth as the first thing. And then here inside you have the wider angle lens mod. And here's the UV filter, the ND8, ND16 and ND32. And it's now time to do the unboxing. Let's see what's inside the box. So we're just gonna open it up and there you go. So we have here, first of all, the prop guards, then the accessory bag, and behind is the drone. So let's just take it all out. Here we have the prop guards. By the way, the weight of them total is 1 gram. But you need to remove the motors first in order to install the prop guards if you so wish. Next up is micro USB-C data cable. A very, very beefy accessory bag with lots of stuff in, which we go into detail in just a moment. And next up is this beautiful plastic wrapped with the black canopy TPU style Firefly 18. Now the main difference between the Firefly 16 and 18 is not just the color of the canopy, but also this one has slightly larger props, so 45mm HQ props, 2-bladed and a lower KV motors. So I'm gonna just unwrap it in just a moment. So we have some Flywoo stickers and then we have a diagram of the stack. Here another Flywoo sticker, a metallic sticker pad for the batteries and of course a Flywoo support card. For the drone itself, this one here is the O4 version. If you don't want to have the O4 version, you can get it in the Voxnail, Analog and HD0. They all come with the ELRS 2.4 GHz version. If you pick the O4, then you have of course the DJI plug and play version to connect your DJI remote controller, and or you can have the ELRS 2.4 GHz version if you so wish, which is this one here that I purchased. So in the accessory bag you get this motor tape that you can wrap around the frame in case you need to rewire the motors, so that holds it onto the carbon fiber base. Then you have a mini Phillips screwdriver and as well here a prop removal tool, alongside with a USB-C data connection cable to connect to your DJI transmission module in order to copy all the footage over to your PC and also do the firmware upgrade of the O4 module. Alongside you get a beefy bag of screws, nuts and bolts, everything you need, and also a spare zip tie. Then you actually get 2 sets of HQ 45mm 2-bladed props. So one goes on your drone and the other one is spare. Alongside you have 2 more TPU battery mounts. One is for the 750 and one is the 1000 mAh. And now it's time to unwrap this beautiful little Firefly 18 from that plastic, and there we go. Here already pre-installed, you can see there's an ND4 filter. If you do have the wide angle lens mod, the only thing you need to do is you can take it off by rotating the ND filter counterclockwise, and then you can take it off. The main difference you can see Here is the black canopy and the black landing pads, the black button. This actually binds the DJI goggles to the O4 transmission module on the drone, so it's connected to the camera. Then you have those two antennas, one for the DJI and one for the ELRS, which is on board. Then we have those beautiful looking gold purple Robo 1002 19800 kV motors. This here is the USB-C connection. So this one actually connects your DJI O4 transmission module to your PC in order to make the firmware upgrades or copy any footage over to your PC. Here you have the A30 plug, which is compatible of course with the BT 2.0 connector. Next up we have this double stack. So on top is of course the DJI O4. Bottom of the stack is the GOKU F4 HD1S 5 amp ELRS all in one board. Here you can see right here, it's zip tied into place. This one is actually a 1S back, so back stands for battery eliminator circuit. That should give you stable power output, 5 volt 3 amp, even if the voltage drops below 2.65 volts. Just in case you do a punch out or that the battery sags too much, you won't lose any video or even worse, radio signal. And if you want to connect this drone to the PC, you have here the micro USB connector. You just connect it to your PC and you do your Betaflight configurations. Here in the middle we have the 450 mAh battery mount, which you can easily take off by squeezing it and then rotate it 90 degrees either direction, and then you can take it off just like that. And lastly, the whole carbon fiber plate has a thickness of 2 millimeters. Another very cool thing to note about the camera here, which is the O4 and the installed ND4 filter from the factory from Flywoo, is you can swivel it. You can change the angle between 5 and 20 degrees. So you just actually move it down to have it at 5 degrees, or you can have it switch it all the way up to 20 degrees. And if you have the wide angle lens and if you want to swap it, it's fairly simple. The only thing you need to do is you counterclockwise twist the ND filter and then it's removed. Then you can take the wide angle lens and then simply slide it right in, and there you go. Okay, time to put the Firefly 18 on a scale. It's 36 grams. If we add the 1000 mAh 1S battery, we have 58 grams. When we use the 1S 750, we are at 53 grams. And let's say the wide angle lens mod on top, there we go, 57. Okay. So I think now should follow the most important part of the video, and that is to go out and do the maiden flight. See you on the field. Today we're gonna be flying the Flywoo Firefly 18 with the ND4 filter. 2 flights, one with the 1S 750 mAh battery pack, one with the 1000. It is 4 degrees Celsius or 39.4 degrees Fahrenheit. At the moment we are at 1100 meters above sea level, so it is freaking cold. So let's get going and let's fly because everything is starting to get numb. Yeah. Take off with the Firefly 18 and really quickly, right out of the get-go, I can tell you the difference between the Firefly 16 and 18. Why? Because I just flew 3 flights with the Firefly 16 and then switched to the Firefly 18. And oh boy, the difference is quite noticeable. And it just feels much more zippy. It also feels more responsive. You can see, I just did like a flip and a roll very within, a minute of having this drone and taking it out for my very first flight ever. So that already shows that kind of trust I have in this drone, because for a very brief moment, I forgot that I'm actually flying a micro drone. So I was very quickly impressed. One thing I forgot to change in the beta flight configuration, you can see on the very right, it's in acro mode. I forgot to activate air mode as soon as I switch from angle mode, but that's okay. It's all good. So this location here is actually, it's been recommended by my friend who is along with me. He's fairly new in the FPV hobby, so I'm helping him getting into the FPV hobby as quickly as possible. And he saw the Firefly 16 fly, and now he sees the Firefly 18, and he was very impressed by its flight performance. He was watching it and talking to me all the time, and he asked me one of the most, well, pretty much one of the most important questions straight away. How much is it? So I told him the price, and he said, well, that is actually not too bad. And I have to agree. For a drone of this performance and its size, you get a very lot for your money. It's a ton of fun, and yeah, the temperature wasn't really in our favor, but we knew that. I mean, we're going towards winter, so it is actually normal. But still, it's getting more and more difficult to go out and fly because we cannot, sort of like survive for that long period of time without freezing. So yeah, but that's just that. You can see here the beautiful clouds and fog in the background. That is actually Lake Zurich, which you cannot see right now, but I've got a lot of footage coming up for this location with different drones. So a fantastic drone, first flight, very impressed by it. Flywoo has done an amazing job on it, and I'm, the first flight counts. So could I recommend it? Well, you'll find out in the verdict, but it is damn impressive. And yeah, then he asked me, can you fly between those wires? And I said, yeah, sure, but in the next flight. Okay, now you can see I put down my jacket. It's starting to get slightly warmer, enough for me to show you. So this one, again, ND4 filter, last flight with the 1000 milliamp hour battery pack. And then we switch the Firefly 18 to the wide angle lens mod. Let's go. With the Flywoo Firefly 18, this time 1000 milliamp hour battery pack. Still ND4 filter. And I'm starting, to become a lot more bound to this drone. After its first flight, I felt very comfortable, very locked in. The tuning on this drone is very good. I cannot praise this drone enough. Here again, you can see the clouds and fog in the background, and that is on at 1,100 meters above sea level. Here in the background is actually Lake Zurich, right there, but you cannot see it yet, unfortunately. Also, we had a lot of people actually, coming by and asking about this drone, like what sort of drone is it, how heavy is it, what is the resolution of the camera, and how do you control it, things like that. And we were happy to give them feedback about this drone, because the noise level was really, let's say, it wasn't noisy, and it had a very pleasant sort of noise coming from the propellers. And yeah, well, absolutely fantastic drone. And the more I fly with it, I have to say, it is probably a contender for my personal drone of the year almost, because I didn't expect it to be this good. I mean, this size, I had drones on this size that didn't fly so well, always, but they were mostly analog drones, so already a couple of years old. So this one here, wow, this is so much fun. And I have to say, I mean, even the image quality, I mean, maybe you noticed in the first footage already, so the first flight, and now this, I cannot see any, visible bad vibrations or jello. And I was very, impressed and shocked, but in a good way, that is. So yeah, fantastic drone. So what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna shut up now and I'm gonna let you enjoy the footage of the Firefly 18. Then there's gonna be another flight with the wide angle lens mod, and then followed by my final verdict, and see if this drone could be your next pick, or maybe even under the Christmas tree. Who knows? We'll see you in the final verdict. Take care. So it is time for the final verdict of the Firefly 18 by Flywoo. So first of all, this is an absolutely fantastic product. From the full package, I know I've been saying this probably a lot in my reviews, but it is a really fantastic drone. The tuning is very good, the efficiency, the flight times is really, really, really good. I'm very happy, and especially I had no visible jello, maybe slight vibrations, but that could be because of the temperature. This Firefly 18 surprised me. Even the Firefly 16, I mean, it's a small form factor. I mean, both drones are not that heavy, but they handled outside with some slight wind absolutely fine. The Firefly 18 has the edge when it comes to flight time and efficiency in comparison to the Firefly 16, but that doesn't make the Firefly 16 a worse product. It is just, less powerful and slightly less efficient. If I would have to pick any of these two drones, I would pick the Firefly 18 if efficiency, a bit more power, and, of course, longer flight time is your thing. If you have extra money to spare, well, get both and have double the fun. So absolutely top-notch product, absolutely S tier when it comes to my rating, and a very pleasant surprise of 2025. And I do have my personal track record when it comes to Flywoo products. So when you check this out here, this is my Flywoo Firefly version 1.3 analog. So this one here has an analog camera in the front. So I still have my analog goggles with me, and I mainly fly it indoors. You can see here is a dead cat design, so it's not an X-frame. And when I just put, you know, both these side by side, there is a difference in size. Quite fascinating how far technology has come over the span of, I think this one came out like 3 to 4 years ago. I'm gonna put an affiliate link for the Firefly 18 down in the comments, and as well for the wide angle lens. It doesn't cost you anything extra if you click on those links, but I do get a small commission if you make a purchase through my 2 affiliate links. So that wraps it up for today. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you do so, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the Firefly 18 or maybe even the 16, or do you have the drone yourself? Do you have any problems? What are your thoughts about it? Or maybe could this be your next purchase? Let me know down in the comments and let's have a chat. Also as well, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to my channels. I got a lot more videos, reviews about drones coming up in the future, and I'm trying something different, but that is coming for 2026, which I'm really looking forward to. So that is it from my side. Till next time, take care, happy and safe flying, and bye bye now.